eating one meal a day will never work for you. What's up guys, my name is Tyrone Black. This is LDU Fitness, and in this video we're going to be talking about the problems with OMAD. So what does OMAD stand for? OMAD is 1 meal a day, right? So basically what you're trying to do here is you eat 1 meal a day so that you can force a calorie deficit, right? That's the reason you'll be doing 1 meal a day, to force a calorie deficit, right? And I'm going to tell you first, before I go about the problems I have with this retarded damn, I shouldn't say that word. The problem I have with this diet is, like before I go about all the problems I have with this diet, I want to go about why it works, right? Why it's fantastic for weight loss. So, first things first, like I said, it forces a calorie deficit because there's no way you're gonna eat 6,000 calories in one sitting. Like, this is fucking impossible, bro. Like, who the hell eats 6,000 calories in one sitting? Like, show me that individual, bro. Show me the fucking guy, the fat guy who's going to eat 6,000 calories in one sitting. Show that guy to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll deal with him myself. I'll deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so this is impossible, bro. So OMAD is a simple shortcut to a calorie deficit, right? It causes you to lose weight easy. And that's what I view any form of fasting as. They are shortcuts. That's what they are. You are trying to bypass having to track your calories. You are lazy. That's why you resort to starving yourself. That's why you resort to starvation. You want to sustain starvation. You know what I'm saying? That's what I view any form of fasting as. 48-hour fasts, intermittent fasting, OMAD. You are trying to sustain starvation. You're not, like, that's not what you're supposed to do, bro. So you're trying to lose, what you're perceiving this as is an easy way to lose weight. It's an easy way out for you. Because to you, tracking your calories is hard work. You know, it's a lot to do. Rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Rightfully so. That's why you're still fat. You know what I'm saying? So to you, it's an easy way to lose weight. And that's why, you know, you're going with a shortcut, you know. But I'll say this, it forces a calorie deficit. That's the reason why it's fantastic for weight loss. So what is the drawback? Why will this never work for you? Most of you are here because you guys want to build muscle, right? The goal here is to lose weight and build muscle. Recomp. That's what you guys want to do if you're fat. You know, I mostly target skinny guys with my coaching, but you know, these videos are for everybody. So if you're fat and you're here watching this video, right, your goal here is to lose weight and build muscle, right? The main thing here is muscle, which is, most of my videos are about muscle, you know, progressive overload, etc., right? But with this diet, with 1 meal a day, you will only lose weight. You will only lose weight, right? So you achieve your goal, you know, get me to stop calling you a fat piece of shit. But this does not help muscle building. This does not help you build muscle, bro. And here's why it doesn't help you build muscle. You're low on protein, you're low on carbs, you're low on fat. Those are the 3 macronutrients, right? And, you know, a lot of people like to cut out carbs. Fantastic. You know, and then keep protein high and the fats high, ketogenic diet, and that also will help you lose weight, you know. But the problem with cutting out carbs is you need carbs. All these 3 macronutrients, you need them, you know. So you're low on protein because, bro, you're gonna eat 6 eggs or some shit in your 1 meal. You know, that's like 40 grams of protein, or maybe a chicken breast still around the same, right? You're gonna have low carbs and low fat throughout the day. Overall, low energy. You need these 3 macronutrients if you want to build muscle. You need the carbs and the fats to give you the energy to go to the gym and push those weights. You need the protein to be able to help you in recovery and building the muscle, right? Your muscle, you know, muscle protein synthesis. So how are you gonna have protein synthesis if you have no protein? Dumbass. So that's one of the drawbacks. Another drawback that comes about with doing OMAD is your body is going to form an adaptation. Your body is smart. Your body is not dumb. Your body knows what you're doing. It's going to recognize what you're doing. It's going to be like, oh shit, we're having low calories, right? You're putting your body in some sort of survival mode. So now that your body is in survival mode, what's gonna happen here is it's gonna fight to retain what it needs. Your body fights to retain body fat, especially. So it's going to fight to retain what it needs and store it for later, right? So that's why, your body's gonna now form an adaptation to what you're doing, because it's fighting to retain that fat that it needs, right? So the rate of weight loss that you're gonna have is gonna go down because of this adaptation. It's gonna keep going down, 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 down. And then you get discouraged, which brings me to my next drawback that I don't even know why I didn't put it on the marker board, but my next drawback is that you're going to slip back into your old habits, right? You get discouraged, you notice the rate is going down, you're gonna be like, man, fuck this shit. Slip back into your old habits, eating bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's gonna happen if you do one meal a day, right? And you continuously do it throughout the year. So you can't do it all year round, right? So one of my solutions to this is, if you're gonna go ahead and do OMAD, which I don't recommend, one of my solutions to this is cycling, like steroids. So you cycle this diet, basically, you do it like 1 month on, 1 month off, or you can do 3 weeks on, 1 week off, and then go another 3 weeks, right? So what this does is it prevents the adaptation. It prevents the adaptation, or rather slows it down, right? So you're not gonna form that adaptation too quickly, right? So that's one way of doing it. Another way of doing this thing is track your calories meticulously. Like, bro, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. So this is what you're gonna do. This is the best way to go about this. Track your calories meticulously, right? Don't go with a shortcut. Track your calories meticulously. Why? Because you're going to end up with predictable outcomes if you meticulously track your calories, right? So you're eating 3 meals a day, but then if you track your calories meticulously and make sure if you're a fat dude, you are in a calorie deficit, then you will end up with a predictable outcome of losing weight. If you get fatter, you will know why you got fat if you meticulously track your calories. Secondly, if you track your calories, you'll also be able to observe what you're doing, and you'll know that you'll be able to hold yourself accountable, basically, and you'll be able to see, oh, damn, I'm fucking up, I need to avoid doing this. If you track every single metric, specifically your calories in this case. And this is the best method to use if you want to lose weight. Forget all these diets, keto, paleo, OMAD, forget that. Track your calories meticulously and you will end up with the best outcome, the best possible outcome you want. You will accomplish your goals. That's it for this week's video. See you guys.
It was real, now they look at me stretch, go more balance in my ain't trying to maintain. Said it before and I know I won't change. Gave so much, there was nothing safe. Compete with myself, I'm stuck in that risky time. When you figure I live in moments, that road that I paved, only me I could take.